In this video, I will provide you with a simple way to install some type of a skirt board around your winder steps. And I won't be going over how to install the skirt board on the side of the stringers because I have already done that in a previous video. So let's go ahead and zoom in here at the bottom, give you an idea of how the skirt board might look. Zoom up to the top here. And in our example here, we're using a 1x4 and we're just butting it up against here. I'm not mitering anything. However, you could always miter it just like we did here. And you could always miter the corner here too. Just kind of trying to make it as easy as I possibly can on you. And if I want to keep the same measurement here, I'm probably going to have to angle the back of this board here and the bottom of this board here. And you'll see more of that here in a little bit. And that has to do with the fact that the angle of the step is going in this direction. We're not going to have the same problem over here. We won't need to angle this. We can just simply butt it up against the face of the riser. And you might be able to do that on the other side if you're going to be using carpeting or something that would cover the gap that would be produced here. If we just simply butted a board like this one up against the corner over here. Another view of it there. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what you might have to do if we have an overhang or nosing. And all you need to do is notch the boards around the nosing or cut the nosing off. That's what I did over here because this was going to be a little more difficult. So here I just notched this skirt board around the nosing. And again, you could always just cut the nosing off if that's going to be easier. However, it's going to be a little more difficult to notch this board here around the nosing. That's why I went ahead and cut it off. So again, just cut a notch out of the nosing that the skirt board can slide into. So not too difficult, I hope. And over here, let's go ahead and remove the stairway so you can see how we notched everything. And let's go ahead and zoom in on the lower step here and then start heading up to the next step. And then let's go ahead and head up to the other step. And here's the angle I was talking about cutting so that we could end up with the same width here as the height or width of this board and this board here. If you don't mind this board being a little smaller in width or wider in width, then you might be able to install the board without any of the angles. Even though I didn't miter this corner here, I didn't miter this one, you can have the same miters here over here, or you can use the butt joints that we did here up here to make everything work. So I hope that helps. If it does, let us know by hitting the thumbs up button. And don't forget that this is part of a series. I will have a link to that series in the video description box.